Hello students, I hope you all are doing good at home. Okay, today we will start with our history class for standard 6. In my previous class, I have taught you about the introduction of history, why to study history, what is the importance of history. So today we will study about the sources of history. So what is the sources of history? The sources of history is the record, the past event records. They are recorded in the sources of history. So there are two types of sources. One is archaeological sources and the other one is literary sources. So first of all, we will see about the archaeological sources. So what is these archaeological sources? They are the remains of past like buildings, pottery, toys, ornaments, bones, grains, plants, bones, skulls, etc. So these all refers to archaeological sources. So there are some points I have written that refers to the study of archaeological sources. So we will see one by one. The first one is fossil remains. So what is this fossil remains? The fossil remains are the imprints of plants, animals, humans. They are preserved in rocks. Then second one, you have tools and implements. Tools and implements means making and shaping of knife, blade and different types of articles. They are the tools and implements. Then third, you have edits and inscriptions. Edits and inscriptions means writings, shaping and engraving on metals, stones, rocks and pillars. Then after edits and inscriptions, the next one is artifacts. What are artifacts? Artifacts means work art by humans, that is made by the people in the olden times, like pottery, statue, tools, ornaments, etc. They are the artifacts, the art made by man itself. The next you have monuments. Monuments refers to the buildings, caves, stupas, temples, that is made by the kings in the previous ancient times. Example, you can see Mahabalipuram at Tanjavur, Ajanta caves. They are the big monuments, and many more monuments are there. And coming to the last, it is the coins. Coins means making of coins, its shape, edits and inscriptions on it. The next one is literary sources. What is this literary sources? Literary sources are the written records before the invention of paper. Before the invention of paper, there people used to write on palm leaf, on the beech trees and all. They are called the literary sources, means the written records. Then under these literary sources, you have two types. One is religious literature, another is secular literature. In religious literature, literatures written in different languages. There are some literatures written in different languages like Sanskrit, Prakrit, Tamil. Example, Mahabharata and Ramayana. They are the famous literature in North India, written in Sanskrit language. And another, Manimekalai and Silappadikaram. They are the famous literature written in Tamil, that is the south side of India. These are the literature in religion. Then next, coming to secular literature. Secular literature, it refers to biographies written by poets, written in the form of travelogues to record events and customs. In secular literature, there is the biography written by the poets. Example, Dharmashastra and Kautilya's Arthashastra, etc. Then next we will see the time frame of history, how the time is calculated according to history. Historians classify the sources according to the time, that is, all the events are arranged on the basis of a sequence or order, that is called chronology. So we will see how the time was calculated from the date till today. This is how the time is calculated. That is BC and AD. BC stands for before Christ. You can see in some of the events, some of the storybooks in history, you can see some year is mentioned and it is written as BC or else AD. That means if it is written as BC, you can understand that is before Christ. Before Christ means before the birth of Jesus Christ. And AD, if it is written, it stands for Anno Domini. That is the meaning in the year of the Lord, which means after the birth of Jesus Christ. This is how the time is calculated in history, according to history. Then next, coming to geographical framework, means geographical features. The Indian subcontinent, it is divided into 3 features. That is, the first one is the North Indian Plain. The North Indian Plain means the north part of India. And in this North Indian Plain, the soil is very fertile for cultivation, means for agricultural work. And coming to the second, the South Peninsula, the south side of India. And this South Peninsula, it is also divided into smaller parts, that is mountains, plateaus, river, valleys. They are divided accordingly. Then next, coming to the last, the Great Himalayas. The Great Himalayas, the Himalayan area of the India, means Indian subcontinent. So in this, the Great Himalayas, they act as a barrier between India and Central Asia. So this is the first chapter, the complete chapter of your history. So I encourage you all to read the book, means your lesson, and understand it, and you can read it more and more. Next, we will see the question answer part for your chapter. Answer the following questions in one word. You have to answer the following question in one word only. So the first question is, name the signs of exploring and excavating the remains of the past. The answer is archaeology. That is the answer. Then second one is, name 2 archaeological sources. Name 2 archaeological sources. There are 6 sources. From that 6 you can write any 2. Here I have written monuments and coins. These are the 2 archaeological sources. Then next, third one, what are the experts who study archaeology called? The answer is archaeologists. Those who study archaeology, they are called archaeologists. Then fourth one, name 2 South Indian literary works. The answer is Mani Mekkalai and Silapadi Karam. They are the 2 South literature. Then last one, who wrote Arthashastra? Who wrote Arthashastra? The answer is Kapilya. Then next, coming to your D part, it is answer the following questions in brief. So the first question is, what is history? The answer is, history is the study or record of the events that happened in the past. This is the answer for your first question. Second one, describe the 2 main sources of history. The answer is, the 2 main sources of history are archaeological and literary sources. Then third question, what are artifacts? The answer is, artifacts are the work art by humans like pottery, statues, tools, ornaments, etc. Then fourth one, how do the historians date time in history? The answer is, time in history is demarcated by the terms BC or AD. Then next, the fifth question is, what are literary sources? The answer is, literary sources are written records. So these are the question answer, and for your homework you have to do the A and B part, that is, take the correct option and match the following. Read the lesson and try to do this as your homework. And question answer C and D part, learn it properly and write it in your copy. Thank you.